So hey, what's up guys, Riotbox here and welcome back to some more MotoGP 18 career mode. So here we are obviously with the LCR Honda team. We are back for the second round of the season. As you can see, it's Argentina. We'll be doing another 25% race out there. So let's head into the standings, and you can see after the first round of the season, we are 4th in the championship, which isn't bad at all for the LCR Honda team. We're ahead of our teammate Cal Crutchlow, and we are actually the highest Honda. Me and Cal Crutchlow are the highest Hondas out here today. So take a look at the constructors. You can see Honda only in 3rd place because the Repsol Hondas didn't pull their weight, and you can actually see we're outdoing them in the team rankings. So we've actually got a bit of R&D points to spend. So obviously being back in the normal career mode, we can actually do some R&D for the bike. So the thing I noticed the most that we're lacking is the engine. We're lacking a bit of power. We need to increase that top speed, so we're going to start with a bit more power in the engine, and that's about it for development points here today. So let's head out then into the next round for the Argentine Grand Prix. So here we go. You can see we are on the grid then. We're just taking a look at Andrea Iannone, but we're on the grid. We're going to be starting for the back of the grid on our LCR Honda. The plan is either to develop this bike or move over to Repsol Honda. So I need you to let me know in this episode, comment either LCR Honda or Repsol Honda, and we'll take it from there. So it might be good to do the full season at LCR Honda, see if we get them up with the Repsol Hondas, but we'll have to wait and see. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the track for this next round. You can see it's Marquez Rossi on 2nd place. That is good for him here at, especially on this game. He doesn't tend to do so well to out-qualify Dovi as well, but Argentina's one of those tracks he's good at. You can see our teammate is on the 3rd row. So let's see what we can do then off of the start of this Grand Prix. We've got 6 laps ahead on this LCR Honda. Let's see how it goes. We've improved the power a little bit, so it should help us at the top end speed. But here we go. Can we do something on the brakes up the inside? We've got Mark VDS bike. We're being hit by one of the bikes behind us. It's shoved us out wide a little bit, and now we're out at the edge of the track. But we're going to get the inside line for the next corner, which should be okay. Tip it in. Oh my god, contact there with the Aprilia. Very bumpy through that. And now we can head underneath of... Look at that, trying to get underneath Iannone for 12th place is not going to work. We're dropping back down because the Polar Spargaro there on the Red Bull KTM trying to, come on, let me through, come on. The KTM's just, oh, it's completely backed out of it, but he was trying to challenge us there, but job done. And now we can even get underneath Petrucci, run him out wide a little bit there. And Cal Crutchlow, ignore that, that's eBay popping off, but here we go. You can see our teammate Cal Crutchlow up ahead. He's not done too well compared to the last race, and we slot underneath everyone, or at least try to. And we're back behind our teammate Cal Crutchlow. But here we go. Going to be going side by side with Vinales. Can we get up the inside? I'm going to pause it and get a screenshot. Back to the action. We've out-wrestled Maverick Vinales there. And now we're onto the back of Alex Rins. So this is a good opportunity here, this track, to try and get a decent result. Making contact with the Suzuki there. Not what we want. But as you can see, Valentino has lost out to the 2 usual suspects out front here today. That is Dovi and Marquez's Rins trying to come back at us, so we're not going to give him room there. Oh, make him go the long way around, and he's not able to do that. So 36.3 from Dovi. The current leader started from 3rd place on the grid, and now he's taken the lead, and we've got 1 lap ticked off from this race, and we've ran out wide, and that's cost us a lot of time. 3 bikes coming up our inside, and one of them is our teammate. See if we get a decent run on the straight, trying to get underneath of Lorenzo through there, but that wasn't going to work. But we're under pressure from the Suzuki of Alex Rins. Keep him at bay. Look at this. The Suzuki's topping out higher than us, and we're on the brakes very late. Come on, turn it into turn 5. Oh my god, we ran so deep there. That's cost us some time. Get back on the track. We're still in 5th place. And Lorenzo, he's going to need to start bridging the gap. We're on the grass there. That's not what we want. Lorenzo's going to have to start bridging the gap up to the front 3 if we want to try and get ourselves on the podium. And again, the Suzuki is back up our inside. We did make a little mistake there, but look at that. Rossi has caught back up with the front 2. This section here is where we really gain time on the AI, and now you can see Lorenzo is working his bike hard, but he just doesn't have the pace to catch up to his teammate, and there we go. We just get a much better run than him through there, and we're up into 4th place. And now coming around the final 2 corners, let's see if we're able to start a charge for the podium. We weren't quite able to get a podium in the last. Whoa, look at the bunny hop there. We set fastest lap of the race, 4/10 quicker than Dovi, but we can start charging for the podium now. Last episode we weren't quite able to get it, but we got 4th place, which is decent. So here we go, out of turn 1. See if we get ourselves a good exit. We're on the grass there, that's going to cost us a bit of time. Oh, that's really messed it up through turn 2 for us, but we're still with them. Decent run through turn 3. Very bumpy. This bike needs to start riding the bumps a lot better so we can start to improve that. But here we go. We've got almost coming up to the halfway point, and we need to start making some inroads into this lead that the front 3 have got. We're going to have to keep Lorenzo at bay, and Rossi now, look at him battling with his rival Marquez. They're side by side coming through here. They have a bit of history through here at Argentina. We think back to 2015. They're only 4/10 ahead of us, and we should be able to start reeling them in, especially if they start battling like this. I want to improve the brakes as well on this LCR Honda. We want to be able to outbrake everyone. But first we need to be able to get up to us a good top speed in this bike. And look at the curb kicking us up there. What happened then? That cost us a good few tenths. That wasn't good. And now put the power down. Let's see if we can gain on this Honda of Marquez. Let's go up the inside if we can. Up the inside of both of them, and we will try and do it. And yes, there we go, up into P2. Dovi's next, and look at the charge we get through there. And this bike is working well around here. We always tend to go quite strong around here, Argentina, but now we're going to have to keep up the pace. We're going to have to put in some relentless pace and some really quick lap times to try and keep Dovizioso at bay if we can. It's going to be tough through this first sector, and then onto this back straight, which we're going to come under attack from Dovi. I can feel it, because that Ducati is quick, especially with Dovi at the hands of it, and he's going to get the slipstream, and we don't have a great top end speed on this Honda. On the brakes, although he didn't really get that close, so that is okay. I would take that. Dovi didn't get too close, but he's still right there. If we make a mistake, then he's through. But we're getting a good run through that. Late on the brakes, coming into turn 7. Took a very tight line, very defensive. Maybe didn't need to be that defensive so quick. And look at those 3 behind. They're right there. They're going to be wanting to get this position off of us. But through here, through turn 9, tend to do pretty well. Argentina's won the tracks where we really do excel, compared to other tracks where, yeah, we don't always do so well. Let's bring it in then. Through turn 13 and then to turn 14. Not a very long track this. It's only about a minute 35 lap time. I think we just matched our personal best, or come close to what we did. I'm not too sure what my fastest lap of the race is so far, but you can see we're leading the way. This is what we need. No mistakes. Cal Crutchlow's battling it out with Vinales for 5th place, so currently he's 6th. So it'd be good if he can get 5th place. That'd be a good solid result for this LCR Honda team. And good now that Crutchlow finally has a teammate who can fight at the front with him. And you can see they're still battling. We got the gap to Dovi up to about half a second. So this is good. Late as we can on the brakes. Too late on the brakes at turn 5. Run it back. And Dovi's right there. So we had a little bit of breathing room. Now we've still got a little bit of breathing room, but not as much. Braking just before the shadow at that Michelin board. Decent run through turn 7 and then through turn 8, holding it. Now turn 9. Good run, a very difficult corner, but we seem to get it right compared to the AI. A little bit of a corner cut there, we get away with it, no warning from the stewards. Although they might look at that after the race, but I don't think so, we would know by now. So here we go, putting down the power, and we're going to be coming onto the final lap. Once we get our way round turn 13 and 14 as quick as we can. Here we go, turn 13, hitting the apex lovely, a little bit wider than I'd have liked, and it compromises our run through turn 14. But there we go, still 8.5 tenths to Dovi. Rossi's in third, Marquez fourth, Vinales fifth, and Crutchlow, our teammate, sixth. He's going to have to watch out for Zarka, who should be pretty quick on that Tech 3 Yamaha. But here we go, final lap time. Let's see what we're able to do. Much better through turn 2. Again, we've got to keep the gap down the straight, because if Dovi gets a sniff of a bit of a slipstream, he will power up to the back of us. And he's probably got better brakes than we have on this Honda. Oh my god, that's not what we want. Can't even hit 200 mile an hour at the end of the straight, and again running deep. Pull it back round. He's right there with us. Come on, pressure's on. Crutchlow managed to nab 5th place there. 5 tenths the gap is now. We lost 3 tenths because of that running wide, and probably because we went on the grass at the straight. That's not what we want. Vinales gets 5th place back from Crutchlow. Come on, Crutchlow. We can do this. The two Brits making an all-British lineup for the LCR Honda team. We got the second up to a gap, so that's good for us. And this track is quite bumpy. Wait till we get to Silverstone, that'll be even bumpier. Round the final corner to take the win here, running wide. Look, he's probably going to fall off that AI. Nope. There we go. Managed to take our first win in this career mode. Our first win, which is what we need for the Honda, well, the LCR Honda, but also the Honda Constructor, because we're the only rider to get on the podium and take a race win. So that is good. Look at that, we're only 7 points off of Dovi. Come on, we can battle for this. Myself and Cal Crutchlow are still the highest Hondas. I mean, Marquez in 6th. Where's Pedrosa? 10th. Man, Honda, if it wasn't for the LCR Honda team, they'd be in trouble this season, losing out that much at the start of this season. But we do overtake Yamaha for the constructors, which is what we want. And then team rankings, we are still ahead of Repsol Honda. This is good, but we're only 5 points off of Yamaha, and they're also 1 point off of the Ducati team. So there we go. Here we have it for this second episode. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, remember to smash the like button, share it around your friends, and if you do want to see more, let me know down below in the comments. So we will see you in the next one.